Good afternoon, teachers. I welcome you all to this session on behalf of Cambridge University Press and Assessment. Today is the last session of our series Empowering Educators, and the topic for today is Tickle the Brain, Humorous Approaches to Critical Thinking. As you all are aware, session is on Zoom platform and access to mic and camera is disabled. So I would request everyone to please post all your queries and questions in the chat box and Q&A. Today we have with us Ms. Abha Arora ma'am. She is going to conduct today's session. And before we start the session, I would like to introduce Abha ma'am. She's an education professional with 19 years of experience in education industry. She has various certificates courses to her credit, few of which are using multiple intelligences as a tool to help students, understanding learning disabilities, a certificate course in Jolly Phonics. She is a qualified naturopath and diploma holder in fine arts and crafts from South Delhi Polytechnic for Women. Her commitment to education is evident in her extensive travels. Over the past decade, she has trained teachers in a diverse range of topics, advocating for her innovating teaching methods that shift away from traditional chalk and talk method. Her pan-India engagements include collaborative work with teachers and schools coupled with motivational talks to inspire the re-engineering of teaching methodologies, pedagogy, transaction, and delivery. A driving force in pedagogy development, she leads impactful training programs empowering educators nationwide and within government institutions. With a dynamic approach, she adaptly fuses academic theories, contemporary concepts, and business realities to implement evolving framework, culminating in experiential learning. Welcome, Abha ma'am, and thank you so much for taking up this session. I hand over the session to you. You can start. Ma'am, you're on mute. Sorry.
Thank you, Anna. And hello, everyone. So, today is a very nice and a different topic. And today's 21st century is the most important life skill, or a very important skill which we, are hearing a lot about is critical thinking. So, what is exactly critical thinking? Just a minute. I'm not able to go to the next slide. You can't see my next slide, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Just a minute. There is some problem with this. It was working as we discussed. Share the screen, Panna. And then again, why it is not working? Okay. So, what is exactly critical thinking? Just have a look and let's see this clip.
We have a question.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe you already answered this, but why exactly are we here?
Sean?
We're here because you're looking for the best of the best of the best.
Let's get going.
Okay, so what happened here exactly? Here, this guy showed
We have a
critical
question.
thinking.
Yeah.
Just a minute. So here, this guy showed the critical thinking, why critical thinking is important. Nobody asked them to use the central table, but how to overcome. They were facing a problem, and how to overcome that problem is what is critical thinking. So if you are ready, then if you are ready for the session, just let me know in the chat box what does it mean. I have given you 2 pictures, decode them and write your answers in the chat box. And Vanna, please help me with the answers, what we are getting in the chat box. Okay, the first one is noodles. And what is the next one? With I can see a man. What man? Okay. Hollow man. Or we can have, we have different Spotman is not a different new name, but we can, of course. Manholes, wonderful. Or we can have it, as snowman also. So, okay, great. I'm facing some, okay. So, participants, what is the first word that comes to your mind when you hear critical thinking? Write in the chat box. What is the first word? Think differently, okay, brain, innovative thinking, handling solutions, thinking out of the box, wonderful, creative ideas, amazing. So I have very enthusiastic participants today, logical reasoning, critic, brainstorming, okay, thinking, innovative thinking, all creative ideas, reasoning, wonderful. So the words that comes whenever we think about critical thinking or whenever we hear what is critical thinking is analysis, evaluation, logic, reasoning, problem solving, inquiry, reflection, intellectual independence, and creativity. So all these you have already covered in your answers. So what are the learning intentions of this webinar? In this 1 hour, I will be covering what is critical thinking, various ways of incorporating critical thinking in a classroom and beyond, assessing critical thinking, obstacles to critical thinking, and what is the connection between humor and critical thinking. And we will also discuss about healthy versus unhealthy humor. Very important. So one more, this thing, and you need to, okay, I request everyone to please be prepared with a pen and paper with them so that, we are having a lot of activities and I need impromptu answers, whatever, and I want prompt answers. So be ready.
Here's a brain teaser. A rooster is on the roof of a barn facing east. The wind is blowing to the west at 10 miles per hour. The rooster lays an egg. Which direction does the egg roll? If you want, you can pause the video and think it over.
Okay. So let me know the answer in the chat box. West, okay. Why west? East, okay. Give me your answer, why west or why east? Wonderful. So the main thing was there will be no egg because it was a rooster. Great. So what is it? It is, critical thinking is about listening carefully. It is not one skill actually. Critical thinking is not one skill. It is a mix of a lot of things where you have attentive listening, attentive comprehension also, and then applying your knowledge. It is a combined skills when we talk about critical thing. So the answer for this riddle, there is a one-story house in which everything is yellow, yellow doors, yellow furniture. What color are the stairs? Wonderful. So everybody is quite awake. Wonderful. White. Okay, there will be white. No story, no stairs, no stairs. Okay, Shalini ji, why it will be white stairs? Because it's a one-story house. We don't have stairs in one-story house. Wonderful. So a big round of applause for very energetic my participants for going next. I'm facing little problem. I don't know why it is happening. Just a minute. I'll just stop it here. I'll do that. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
But why it is not going on the next one? So it was going finally. Okay. So what is critical thinking? Critical thinking is the art of making your brain do gymnastics without accidentally pulling a mental muscle. So I try that, we need to be humorous. When we think about critical thinking, when we think about a stressful life, so critical thinking is like a relief where we can use our brains to think out of the box. So the next question is, give me the answers for these two lateral thinking questions. So participants, are your answers in the chat box? What are the two answers? God, chat box is going bonkers and they are, okay. Baked, stand, baked and stand. Think why it is written like this. Wonderful. I'm getting amazing answers. So the correct answer is, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is, I have just why it's happening like this. Correct answer is, just a minute. The correct answer is half baked. Not going on to the next round or next slide, Vanna. Just give me 2 minutes.
Ma'am, you're on mute.
Yeah, now I'm not. Okay, the correct answer is half baked and stand in the corner. So those who have given me the correct answers, wonderful. A big round of applause for you. Give me a minute. Please give me a minute. Okay, so we will go like this. I feel it will be much better. So is it visible now? So how humor and critical thinking is interrelated? And we say, no, we don't need critical thinking, right? Why we need critical thinking? We need critical thinking and humor a lot in the classrooms because humor and critical thinking are intertwined because they both involve questioning assumptions, seeing things from different angles, and making unexpected connections, allowing us to find amusement in the unexpected and navigate life's complexities with wit and insight. Right. So, why we need humor? Humor is to lighten ourselves. We all are a lot of there is a lot of stress in our life, so we need humor. But to understand humor, we need critical thinking. So critical thinking is very important, and I'll give you one more hilarious situation where you can solve a problem with humor and critical thinking. So it is on your next.
He went to the principal.
So could you please get them to knock it off?
No problem. I got this.
He went to the principal.
So could you please get them to knock it off?
No problem. I got this.
Attention, please. Students, attention, please. Ladies, would you please stop putting lipstick prints on the bathroom mirrors? I repeat, ladies, would you please stop putting lipstick prints on the bathroom mirrors? Thank you. Is that good?
Yeah,
Jelly bean?
sure.
What would you guess happened? The number of daily mirror kissings doubled. Eulogio spent hours cleaning them off. That's when he got smart. He called a group of the most popular girls in the school, known culprits, down into the lavatory.
Ladies, I'd like to thank you for your time. Every day at the end of the day, I have to go through an unnecessary cleaning process. I'd like to show it to you, and I'm hoping you're willing to help. If you look over here to the mirror, see these lip prints? They're greasy and difficult to get off. I go home late every day because I spend so much time on these mirrors. I'd like to show you what I have to do every day. Every day I do this.
Okay. So what happened here is the simple use of critical thinking, and I just assume and I just pray it is not the correct way, the way this guy was cleaning. But seriously, it was very effective, and I don't think anybody will put on lipstick and put lipstick marks on the mirror again after this visual. They will have this visual every time they, even if they want to do it again. So this is a very simple way where this guy has used critical thinking in solving a very big problem. Otherwise, youngsters are very difficult to manage, right? So how many of you agree this was a good way to handle teenagers? Write me in the chat box. Smart. Right. Very smart. So, okay, now next, are you ready for the next activity? Here. What is wrong with this picture? Let me know in the chat box. And now let me open the chat box. Mustache, okay. Rain. Okay. Water drops. Fire in the middle of the room. Wonderful. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for the energy you are putting in the webinar. Wonderful. So how I can incorporate this activity in my class? I can ask, it could be interdisciplinary, where I can integrate it with my art class. I can ask my children to draw anything and put any one mistake in it. And then, then they can represent it in the class. They can present the activity in the class, and then, or they can exchange it with their friends. Now find out the problems in it. So how it is going to help my children? They are going to analyze the problem. They are going to observe. So this will be a very simple and engaging activity for the children. We can work on their fine motor skills. We can work on their communication along with the creativity part, along with the critical thinking part. So this is a very simple activity. Doable in the class? Let me know in the comment section. Doable or not doable? I'm opening my chat box. Doable. Easy. Do you think children will love this activity? Wonderful. Thank you so much. Great. So, why humor is important in the class? First of all, humor is very important for the engagement. Humor captures students' attention and makes learning more enjoyable, increasing their engagement with the material. Relaxation. Humor creates a relaxed and comfortable classroom atmosphere, reducing students' anxiety and promoting a positive learning environment. Just think of this activity as a last 5 minutes, when you are left with only 5 minutes in the class, and then you can ask them, okay, draw something with one problem only, right? And then memory retention. Funny and memorable moments in class are more likely to stick in students' minds, aiding in long-term memory retention to lesson content. And building rapport. Sharing jokes and laughter with students helps build rapport and strengthens this teacher-student relationship, fostering a sense of trust and connection. Believe me, you will also remember your teachers who were funny in the class, who were not very strict, and those who had good sense of humor. They will be always remembered by us also and by our students also. And it is a stress relief also. Humor can help elevate stress and tension for both students and teachers, making challenging topics more approachable and manageable. Creativity, of course, it enhances creativity in the class. Encouraging humor in the classroom fosters creativity and encourages students to think outside the box, leading to innovative problem solving and critical thinking skills. And life skills. Teaching students to appreciate and use humor responsibly equips them with valuable social and emotional skills that are essential for success in both academic and real world settings. And how many of you agree that the naughtiest children are the most intelligent ones? Let me know in your comments, in your chat box. Agree. Yes. To be a naughty child, to understand the humor, it is very important for a child to think critically. Right? A dumb student, or not, I will not say, a one with slow thinking process will not be able to appreciate the humor. So we need to make them think more critically. So now, are you ready for the next activity? Be ready with your chat box and your keypad. My first question is, name 3 different nationalities. Give me all 3 all together in one comment. Huh? Okay, Indian, African, Canadian. Okay, India, China, US. Give me 3 all together. Great, 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 great. Okay, next question. Name 3 things you can wear on your feet. 3 things that you can wear on your feet. Sandals, shoes, socks. Wonderful. Great. Amazing. Anklet, toe ring. Socks, sandals, chappal, shoe, slippers, anklets. Hina, a different answer. Wonderful. Okay. The next question is, name 3 different bugs. Name 3 different bugs. This is my last question. Ladybug, beetle, ant. Okay. Give me all 3 together in one comment. Mosquito, bees, wonderful. Amazing. Chat box is full with these comments. Wonderful. Okay. So it is a very simple game. Doable in the class? Doable in the class? Let me know. Is it doable in the class? Yes. And interesting also. But how it is going to help my children? See, as a teacher, I have learning objectives behind each and every activity, right? So, basic steps of critical thinking are, what are the basic steps of critical thinking? The number 1 is understand the problem. Clearly define and grasp the issue at hand. Then analyze information, break down and examine relevant facts and data. Then generate solutions. Brainstorm and consider different options to address the problem. And evaluate and decide. Assess the potential solutions and choose the most effective one based on logic and evidence. These are the 4 basic steps of critical thinking. So, how this activity, name 3 things game, can apply critical thinking in your class? It can, how it is related to critical thinking. First of all, participants understood that they need to think of 3 options. Problem samjha. Then number 2 is analyze information. Participants consider all relevant information before responding. Okay, this could be the answer, this could be the answer, this could be the answer. Then generate solutions. Participants begin to brainstorm and list 3 items that they believe fit the category. And then the last step is to participants share their responses. And you can use it in your class in multiple ways, and it is going to help your children also, and it will keep them engaged as well. It could be with anything. Name 3 things that starts with S. Name 3 animals that live on trees. Name 3 name 3 places where we have cotton. Or name give me some questions where you can use, give me in the comment section in the chat box how you can use this name 3 things with your children related to your subject. I'm waiting in the chat box. Let me know. I've given you 3 organs in the digestive system. Wonderful. 3 animals you can pet. 3 MNC companies. 3 continents. Wonderful. So everybody's creative juices are in the process now. Give me a thumbs up if everybody's creative juices are in the in your system now. Wonderful, wonderful. So doable in the class, and descriptive adjectives, wonderful. You can do it for your language skills. Herbivore animals, you can do it through air transport. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so now, why teach critical thinking? It helps my children with problem solving. It helps my children with decision making. It helps in enhancing analytical skills, self-reflection, effective communication, and resilience to misinformation. So how? Problem solving, critical thinking enables children to approach problems creatively and find effective solutions, fostering independence and resilience. Decision making, you took the decision, which 3 should I give the answer, which 3 are the best ones. So it empowers children to make informed decisions by evaluating options, considering consequences, and weighing evidence. Then the analytical skills. Critical thinking enhances a child's ability to analyze information, identify patterns, and make connections, which are crucial for learning and understanding complex concepts. And then there is self-reflection. It encourages children to reflect on their thinking process, their beliefs and assumptions, fostering self-awareness and personal growth. Effective communication. See, all the 4 21st century skills, they are all interconnected. Right now, I'm talking about critical thinking, but when I give you exercises to enhance critical thinking, you will be enhancing your child's creativity, you will be enhancing your child's communication also, and you will be enhancing your child's confidence as well. So, effective communication, critical thinking helps children articulate their thoughts, express ideas clearly, and engage in meaningful discussions, promoting effective communication skills. And resilience to misinformation, very important in today's age, when there is too much of information on social media, what to put in their mind and what not to put. So that is where critical thinking helps, because our children are exposed to a lot of knowledge, but what to believe, what not to believe, that is also, because there are a lot of things on social media, and there is too much of WhatsApp gyan also. So you must have seen mothers and our elders coming to us, it was given in the WhatsApp, this came in WhatsApp. So we need to check whether it is correct or not. So there comes our critical thinking. In today's digital age, critical thinking equips children with the skills to discern credible sources, question misinformation, and navigate as increasingly complex world. So moving to the next activity, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you are ready. Okay. Great, great, great. I can see everybody is ready with the activity. Okay, great. So look at the images carefully. I'm giving you 30 seconds. Look at the images. Now, name all the 12 pictures that were in the previous slide. All 12 in one comment only. Huh? Time starts now. All 12 in one comment, please. Then I'll see who has given me all the 12 names. Okay, Miss Ruma, table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful, but there are 12. Great, great, great. Very nice. So how this game, amazing, amazing. Chat box is going bonkers with all the lovely answers. And so how is it doable in the class? Is this activity doable in the class? Let me know in the comments. Yes, doable. Great. But how it helped my children? It is a very simple activity. How it helped my children? With memory, yes, they need to recall what was all there. And then this is visual memory also. And we can ask them to, to remember these with associative memory also. They can associate the pictures with the names, like the things which we use. If we go to this, the things which we use in a bedroom, or the things which we have in a home, so they can have this visuals, and this will help them later in their life when we have to learn people's name. And usually it happens, we usually forget people's name. So how we usually do it? Like, I'm Abha and I like apples. So if I'm meeting someone whose name is Preeti, so Preeti pear. Okay, I associated I gave a picture to that name, Preeti pear. So even if I meet Preeti after 1 or 2 months, I'll need not to check, oh, what's her name? Maybe something with P. Instead of all the 26 letters, I need to focus only on one letter. That is P pear. Because our memory, when we recall, when we put pictures, when we put images to some information, that retains better in our brain. So that helps that helps us in later in life. But for our children, it will help them in learning their answers, their concepts a lot. So moving to next, what are the strategies for promoting critical thinking? We can have critical thinking through class discussions. We can promote critical thinking through class discussions, like have open-ended discussions that challenge students' perspectives and opinions. Then you can have problem-based learning also. Devise real-world problems to stimulate analysis and critical thinking skills in students. and ask Socratic questioning. What is Socratic questioning? That is the open-ended questions. Engage students in critical questioning to guide them towards deeper understanding. That is Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy, if you are not aware, then I'll let you know, give you a basic thing. We start with giving knowledge, and it is like a pyramid. It goes from bottom to up. From knowledge, we take our children to creative part. The first step for learning is always define, identify. The rote learning part is the first level of Bloom's taxonomy. And the end where we want our children to be, that is higher order thinking skills that will help children in making them independent thinkers. That is to take them to the create part. Design, modify, role play, rewrite, invent, collaboration. So these are the taxonomies, these are the verbs. So you can take a screenshot if you want to take this. So whenever you devise, whenever you are planning your question paper, so you should know that we don't want our children on steps 1, 2, or 3. Our ultimate aim is to take them to part 6. They should be independent thinkers. So of course 30% and or 40% should be our part 1 and part 2, level 1 or level 2, knowledge and understanding and apply. But yes, analyze, evaluate, and create is very important for critical thinking in our students. What are some examples of open-ended questions? And these questions, you can take a screenshot of these questions. And these questions you can ask anytime. If you could be any animal for a day, which animal would you choose and why? For this, all the 4 process of critical thinking, all the 4 steps will be there. The child need to understand what is being asked from me. Okay, which animal? Why I like? Which one? I like many, but which one should I explain? How to explain? And this will help my children with communication, with critical thinking. Both these things can be interconnected through this simple questioning. Then the next question is, what's something you are really good at and how did you get good at it? Nobody asks children, what do you like? Now, these days we ask our children a lot of questions, how you feel, when you feel sad. But still, when we were in the school, nobody asked us, right? What you are good at, or what you like, what you don't like. We were never asked. Were we? Let me know in the comment. Like I had this one workshop where I asked parents what you like, and parents were like, blank. They were not able to give me an answer what they like, a simple thing. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. One of your teachers asked. Very good, very good. No, it was one-sided class always. Amazing. Yes, it was. But now time is changing. So how we can change the time, how we can make our children connect with themselves is very important. And how we can do when they connect with their emotions. And through this critical thinking, these open-ended questions, we can connect themselves, we can connect them to themselves. So, and the next question is, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and how would you use it? So again, it will take around 5 minutes for them to think, and then they can also have 5 minutes, you can give them 2 or 3 minutes to express themselves. What do you think is the most important rule at school and why? Again, nobody likes rules, but when you ask them which one you like the most, so now they will think in the different direction. Nobody likes rules, right? And rules are meant to be broken. But through this, we can make them like any one rule. And when they exchange ideas, so maybe around 20 rules will be liked by the whole class. So if you could visit any place in the world, where would you go and what would you do there? So again, it will take them to the creativity part. They will think, they will write, they communicate, and the critical thinking. So and then when they speak, you are giving them a platform to speak. So it will be the confidence development as well. What's your favorite book and why do you like it? Again, very simple question. And what do you think makes someone kind? This is for holistic development, because we always focus on the cognitive part. What makes this, what makes that, and blah blah. But we never ask about the life skills of a child. What makes someone a good friend, right? So now your next question is, your next activity is, what do you think makes a good friend? Let me know in the chat box. I can't see. Okay. I'm getting answers in the chat box. Loyalty, trust, honesty, amazing. Understanding, bonding, empathy, trust, wonderful. Great, great, great. Years spent together. Okay. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Mindset. Okay. Understanding. Same wavelength. Okay. So this is also an open-ended question and it has nth number of correct answers. So for me, maybe there is a different definition of a good friend. For you, it is a different definition of a good friend. But when I discuss in the class, I'll have fresh perspectives from everybody, right? So these are some of the answers which I thought of that will make a good friend. Loyalty, trustworthiness, empathy, kindness, honesty, reliability, supportiveness, understanding, fun-loving, and respect. So these are some of the answers, but yes, these are not the only answers which are correct. All the answers are correct, right? So critical thinking helps us in taking perspectives from everyone and to communicate our feelings and our ideas with everyone. So the next is, here's one more question. Imagine we are planning a family vacation to a place we have never been before. We are looking at different hotels to stay in and fun things to do while we are there. But we are finding lots of different opinions online about where to stay and what to do. Some people say one hotel is amazing, while others say it's not so great. How can we figure out which information to trust and make the best decisions for our vacation? A very real life scenario where we need to apply our critical thinking, right? So let me know in the chat box how you will identify which hotel to book. Okay, I'm opening my chat box. Google reviews are, we are getting mixed reviews. Reviews, budget, okay, analysis, check the reviews. Ask the natives which place is best. Wonderful. Ask the friend who has earlier gone. Amazing. Great. Voting, word of mouth, photos. Great. Family discussions. Trust your instinct. Okay. Travel blog. Depending on our family's need. Okay. YouTube videos. Great. Great, great, great. So this, I give you very simple question, and which is very real life scenario, which we are almost everyone is going to face in next few months when there will be summer vacations, and then we all, we encounter this problem: which hotel to book. So what could be the few correct answers? We should read lots of different reviews and compare them to see if there are any common themes. We could ask friends or family who have been there before what they think. We might look at pictures and videos of the hotels and attractions to get a better idea of what they are like. We could check if the reviews are recent because things might have changed since older reviews were written. It might be a good idea to look for reviews from people who seem like they have similar tastes to us. We should think about what's important to us, like having a pool or being close to the beach, and choose based on that. We could also look for any information that seems suspicious or unreliable, like reviews that sound too good to be true or ones that are very vague. And these days, we also have paid Google reviews, so that will also help a critical thinker to analyze that this is just too good a review which cannot be true. And once we have gathered all the information, we can talk about it as a family and decide together what we think is the best option. And you can give them, different kind of these questions to your children. Give me one more question which you can, one more real life scenario which you can ask your children in your class. I need only one question in the comments. Give me in the chat box. Any real life scenario you can think of. If you are lost in a mall, amazing. How you want to celebrate your birthday? Great. Great. Which place is good to taste yummy food? I'll share all my slides again. Don't worry. If you want to have activities again, we will recall after the, after the session. Great, great, great. So everybody is telling me amazing ideas, what real life scenarios you can share with your children to help them think critically. Great. So there are some common obstacles to critical thinking. And what are these? These are emotional bias. Emotions can cloud rational thinking, leading to biased decision making. Students and how it will be emotional bias. Oh, my mama said this thing and my mama is never wrong. So whatever she is saying is correct. So that is my emotional bias. When I'm not thinking critically, even if my mom is saying something which I do not agree with, I'll agree to it because that is my emotional bias. Then there is over reliance on authorities. This is also one obstacle to critical thinking. Students may accept information without critical evaluation due to trust in authority. It could be, oh my, this is from my teacher. You must have seen as a parent. I'm not saying as a teacher. You must have observed as a parent. Like if you think that, there is a mistake which is overlooked by a teacher and you try to correct it, you will not be able to do it in front of your kid because that is done by my teacher and this only is correct, right? So that is over reliance on authority. We do not, this is also an obstacle to critical thinking. And then there is peer pressure also. Desire for acceptance may hinder independent and critical thought processes. Why peer pressure? Oh, if I say something else, if I do not agree with my friend, I will not be accepted in the group. So this is also, we need our children to be that free to speak their mind. If we want them to be independent critical thinker, they should be independent, they should be free from this pressure also, right? Are you ready for the next question? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so the next activity is this. Give me the answers. Sarah's age is an odd number. Emily is younger than Sarah, and Anthony is the oldest child. Give me the correct answer. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes, I'll give you 30 seconds to solve it. Let me know in the chat box what is the age of Emily, Anthony, Sarah, and Winston. Okay, my chat box is ready with the answers. Sarah 9, Anthony 11, 8, 9, and 11. Okay. Wonderful. So now let's check the answer. What is the correct answer? And applaud yourself for the correct answers, right? Emily is 8. Wonderful. Anthony is 11. Sarah is 9. And Winston is 10. So those who have given me the correct answers, a big round of applause for you. Wonderful. So is it doable? And see, as a smart teacher, I don't want you to be a hard worker. I want you to be a smart worker. How you can be a smart worker? When you put your things in a creative way where you don't have to do a lot of things, and instead you encourage children to bring some critical thinking worksheets in the class. Okay, so what we are going to do, children, tomorrow, everybody think of one question on these lines. Think of a problem, draft it, and then we will select any one question, and then everybody can answer in the class. How this is going to help my class? First of all, instead of me as a teacher, I am not, I will not be pressurized, or I will not be having too much of workload on me to think of another worksheet work also. Instead, I ask my children, and if I have 30 children in my class, I'll have 30 questions at one go, right? Second benefit of this will be my children will think critically. Oh, how I'm going to articulate my question so that it will be little confusing for my fellow friends, my fellow classmates. So what you can do, you can put the questions, you can ask them to create these worksheets at home, and then bring in the class, and then you can keep a stack of it, and whenever you have few minutes in the class, I really don't want you to engage or use your full period for critical thinking only. These critical thinking activities can be done for 5 minutes in the class, for 10 minutes in the class, and you can just keep a stack of it and just pick one question and show it to the children, and they can answer it. And how it is going to help my children? First of all, they will be very happy. Oh, today ma'am asked my question. So their EQ will be at very high. They will be very happy. Yes, my efforts are acknowledged. Number two, they will think critically while designing the question paper, while designing the worksheet. So this will help you also, and this will help the children also. Okay. So the next one, give me the answer. I have branches but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. What am I? Give me the answer in the chat box. A company, bank. Great, great. A bank is the correct answer. But a company will be also good. So this is also, something which has different answers. Great. Second question. What goes up but never comes down? Let me know in the chat box. Wonderful. Age. Height. Amazing. Great, great. Smoke cannot come down. So now here we have time can never go up, down. I feel so now this is, after giving this riddle, you got the opportunity to discuss which answers are the best fit for this. I feel age and height is the best fit for this answer. But yes, you can have a class discussion here. You can divide the class. Can smoke be a part of this answer? Is the smoke correct answer for this riddle? So this will help in Socratic questioning why and why not. So we have our children thinking critically why and why not. We can have debate in the class, and debate is not boring. And they will be debating on something very something they have a problem which they have encountered while doing an activity. So everybody will be interested in this debate as well. Okay, next one. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Let me know in the chat. The more you take, the more you left behind. Wonderful. Knowledge. Great, 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 great. So according to me, footsteps is the correct answer. But I'm getting very good answers. Memories. Amazing. So this is the beauty of critical thinking. You can have infinite number of correct answers from fresh perspectives. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, how do we assess and evaluate critical thinking skills? We can have assessment tools, we can have evaluation methods, and then we can have feedback mechanisms, right? So I'll give you can just take the screenshot of this. This is critical thinking. For critical thinking, I have given you criteria along with the scoring card. You can have a screenshot of this. This is for critical thinking. This is for self-assessment tool. And this is analytical thinking rubric. So here again, I have given you criteria and scoring. This is going to help your children a lot. Okay. Then how I can incorporate critical thinking into lesson planning? Although I have given you a lot of activities where you can incorporate critical thinking in the class, integrate with existing content. Whatever it is there in the class, integrate it. For example, we have done name three game. For example, you are doing animals, then name 3 animals. If you are doing it for higher classes, name 3 chemicals, name 3 gases. It could be like that. Then applying different perspectives again through this activity, through the riddle activity. I asked you to just give me the different answers. Then one more activity you can do with your children is very very interesting, which you can do with your children who are in higher grades. That is, you have read 2 storybooks. Okay, pick one character from each book and just differentiate how they are similar or how they are different from each other. So how it will help my children? It will help my children, first of all, to read 2 books. That is very important, to incorporate reading in my students' schedule. Then they will recall 2 characters, and then they have to recall the character, the characteristics of one character, and then the another one, and then they'll think critically what are the similarities and what are the differences between the 2 characters. This is going to help in language classes. You can use it for English or for your Hindi classes. So this will help in the language. And then embed critical thinking within regular subjects to reinforce learning. It shouldn't be always with the content. While starting the class, you can ask one riddle, or while closing the concept, or while closing the class, you can ask one more activity. You can have one activity in the class which will not take more than 5 minutes, and encourage students to consider various viewpoints in understanding topics. You can also have debates for the same topic, and you can divide the class into 2 or 3 groups where they can share their ideas with the whole class with different perspectives. So now, are you ready for the next activity? Here it is. Who am I? What is big, furry, and black? Give me in the chat box. What is it? Bear. Wonderful. Okay. Next, ready? What is soft, pink, and tastes sweet? Muffin, cupcake. Great. What is square, hard, and smells burnt? The last one. Burnt. Great. It's already 1 hour and you all are still so energetic. Thank you so much, participants. And it's giving me energy too. Okay. So this one. What is red, round, and loud? Drums. Amazing. Is it doable in the class? Can you ask? Very simple, right? Very simple activities which you can do in the class. Okay, then I'll give you one more activity. What's in your house that starts with each letter? Give me these A, B, C, D, and T. Fine. A for Elmira, wonderful. Wonderful. Give me for B for bedroom. Okay. Great, great. C for couch. Great. Cosmetic. Amazing. And what's with D? Door, desk. Amazing. And something with T. Terrace. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. So these were the few answers which I thought of. If air conditioner, alarm clock, B blanket, bathroom, cream, curtain, door, dining table, telephone. Great. Okay. So is it also doable in the class? Can you do it in the class? And how this is going to help my children? Again, they have to apply their brain. Again, they have to go back to, they need to recall, okay, what all things are at my home, which start with this, 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 and this. And this will keep them on their toes. Okay, what activity my teacher has today, what she is going to ask me. Okay, now the next activity. Draw something to cheer up this bear. What do you think? What thing will help will help this bear to cheer up? Okay, meat, honey, honeycomb, food. Okay, birthday cap. Amazing. Great. Smile. Be a friend. Run away. Wonderful. Wonderful. So it's not always that you have to think of something like I told you, you can have cross curricular also where you can ask them to draw also. They can draw and okay. Then you can have these kind of things also. Wonderful. I'm getting amazing answers. I'm getting amazing answers. Another small bear, non-veg food. Great. And then sometimes we are short of things, we are short of TLMs. Today, what I can do? I can just show them a picture like this. Okay, what do you think these people, these three men will be talking about? Okay, then let the children think of what creative conversations they can think of. You can have 3 children in the class. Amazing. I'm getting very good answers. Okay, now let's move to the next activity. That's over. Now let's move to the next activity. Okay. So can we have some chai samosa? Amazing. Cost of things, price, new government. They're thinking about night party. Amazing. So as an adults, we are enjoying this conversations. We are enjoying this critical thinking. What should we do first? So when I am short of time and I don't have any activity with me, I can just show them a picture and ask them to think of some interesting conversation. Or what do you think a bird might be thinking sitting here on the tree? What do you think this bird might be thinking? So there are, how to I'm late for worms. How should I get samosa? Why they all have gathered? Wonderful, wonderful. Great. So doable in the class? Cool. So now it's your time. These are some puns. Tell me what are these? Write me the answers. Nothing is impossible. And what is this? Nothing is impossible. One word. I'm a little chilly. Chilly as in winter. Feeling cold. Great, great. So, this one. Only one for me. And the next other one is positivity. Cool. This one. Think. Fast. This one. No, what is... Think of, read it again. Assault. Amazing, Gautami Chaturvedi. Very nice. This is assault with a deadly weapon. Great. Okay, now this is for my maths teachers. Sine duri upon cos duri is tan duri. Sine upon cos is tan. Great. Okay, this is something for my science teachers. I have some science teachers here. Why can you never trust atoms? Because They make up everything. Again, okay. So now this is for you. Okay. They are unstable. Okay. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Now what's on your screen? Decode these. Life has been very good, wonderful, and been there, done that. What? Done that. Amazing. So, through these puns, creativity, communication, and we are working on the critical thinking. So, this is something again for my math teachers. I see you have a graph paper. You must be plotting something. Okay, so all the Punjabi teachers, if I have here, tell me what is this? English, take this, brother. What we call this in Punjabi? Take this, brother. Aloe vera. Wonderful. We are fasting and ma'am is making us hungry. Great. And the last one. Cool. So, wonderful, wonderful. There is a fine line between healthy versus unhealthy humor and how we can tell our children. Healthy humor is like eating yummy fruits. It makes us feel good and happy inside. It's when we laugh at things that are silly, fun, or make us feel good about ourselves and others. Healthy humor doesn't hurt anyone's feelings or make fun of others in a mean way. It's like sharing a joke or a funny story with friends and everyone giggling together. Instead, an unhealthy humor is like eating too much of candy. You will enjoy it. At first, it might seem fun, but too much of it can make you feel bad or sick. Unhealthy humor is when jokes are mean or make fun of someone in a way that hurts their feelings. It's not fun for everyone and it can make people sad or upset. It's important to be kind and make sure everyone is laughing together. Fun should not be at somebody's expense. Nobody should feel excluded. It should be an inclusive environment in the class, and a teacher should be very sensitive about this, that we shouldn't target any student while we are making any humor, and the same sensitivity we can transfer to our children as well. So this is also a very good life skill where we think as an empath and we think about others' feelings also. So what is the takeaway from this workshop? It is critical thinking is like having a superhero brain. It helps us solve puzzles, crack riddles, and find a way through tricky situations, turning everyday adventures into epic quests. And what is this? Let me know in the comments. It's an octopus. Can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I hope this session was engaging, as well as you had some insights how you can have little bit, small activities in the class for making your children critical thinkers. Thank you so much. Over to you, Vandana ma'am. Vandana ma'am.
Hi.
So if
Yes.
yeah.
So, okay. Thank you, ma'am, for taking up this wonderful session. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Yes. So thank you, Abha ma'am, for taking up this session. And teachers, thank you so much and I hope you enjoyed the session. We have posted the feedback form link in the chat box. I would request everyone to please do share the feedback for this session. This was the last session of our series, Empowering Educators, and we have received all your feedbacks, all your queries and everything. So teachers, regarding the certificates, we are receiving so many queries. So yes, we will be sharing the certificates within a day or two on the basis of the feedback we have received. So thank you once again, Abha ma'am. And yeah, thank you,
Yes,
teachers,
ma'am.
once again. Happy Women's Day to everyone. Thank you.
And
Ma'am,
we are
anything
pretty
from your
simple.
side?
Yeah, I'll do that. Uh,
Thank you, teacher.